like back in the day, bro, before the internet came, right? If your name was ringing in the hood, which means you had to be doing some sliding. You know what I'm saying? You had to be built like that. You had to be one of them ones. Bro, that rival gang, they wanted your ass, bro. But to me, it's crazy how now it switched from the streets to the internet. Now it's like, you ain't even got to be the one that killing. You ain't got to be the one that drilling. They want the rapper. They want that rapper. They want to kill the rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that rapper banging a hood, well, they hood killed my brother. I want him. I want that rapper right there. YouTube, fam bam. Man, what poppin', man? What y'all on, ma? Hey, so I was doing something on my main channel, Kingdom Reacts. Y'all tap in over there, and I was talking about Big A-Trey Gangster and Headfake. And I was like, man, y'all send some A-Trey documentaries over to my IG, Kingdom_7, so I can react to it on my second channel. Well, y'all deliver, man. And y'all went to my dog, too, Warren Kelly. So shout out to my dog, man. We got to talk about it, man. And I go by Dumb, by the way. This your first time, man. Salute to you. Like, comment, sub it up, do your thing. To all the returning subs, y'all know, right here. We right here, no cap. You feel me? Let's get it.
A lot of gangs began to pop up in the 70s all over LA County and LA. Several Blood hoods, Crip hoods, and Paru sets. Rolling 60s had early beef with Blood sets like the Inglewood family. And
hey, so Blood and Paru ain't the same thing? Y'all educate me in them comments, man. You feel me? I like when y'all do that. I don't mind being corrected. I thought being a Blood and being a Paru was basically the same. So y'all let me know, what's the difference in a Blood and a Paru? Other than Munchie being Whack 100. Like, I really want to know that. Because you don't never hear Munchie be like on Pyru. But Whack be like on Pyru. You know what I'm saying? But you'll hear Munchie say on blood. Like, you'll hear that. So, yo, just let me know in the comment.
LA brands. But by 1979, they were embarking on a war that still lasts to this day. They started warring with the A-Trey gangsters, who were a close ally. Early A-Trey gangsters in the rolling 60s were close friends growing up. But with a new recruit A-Trey gangster, who was really a 9-0 gangster taking the life of Tyrone, a reputable rolling 60, who was Big Rick's little brother, it was war from then on. This war created many soldiers on both sides vowing to take each other out. Sets were produced writers in the 80s. The rolling 60s had a lot of names ringing in the early 80s. They had people like Snoop, Poochie, Little Fee, Keto Rock, Jay Stone,
Keto Rock,
Big U, and Petey Wack himself.
Keto Rock, I know Keto Rock hit hard. Keto Rock probably hit your ass, boy. It feel like a freight train hit you right in your face. And I ain't hear Big U name, did I? Okay.
Snoop, Poochie, Little Fee, Keto Rock, Jay Stone, Mumbles, Big U,
Big U.
Wack himself.
I ain't gonna count. And see, that's how I know Big U was like one of the ones from over there on that side, from his section, bro. Cause you gonna hear Big U name, bro. But like, you don't never hear Whack 100 name with nothing but that got to do with nothing gangster. You never, bro. You may hear Whack 100 name when you talking about Death Row and Suge Knight. They may be like, yo, Whack was around a little bit. But you never hear, like, even with Mob Pyru, you don't hear Whack name. Like, you don't never hear Whack name when you talking about a particular section from Cali, bro. Like, ever. Like, and I ain't trying to take no credit from Whack. I'm just saying, like, how come we don't never hear his name when it comes to being like a real gangster, bro?
A few. A-Trey gangsters had young dudes like Joker, Trey Stone, Trey Ball, Diamond, Crazy D, 8 Ball, Little Monster, and Mustard Cody, among many more frontlining.
I done heard of all them.
Petey Wack was born Rodney.
I done heard of Monster Cody. You feel me?
Petey Wack by the late 70s was already invested in his community like many others. And by invested, I mean willing to do it all for his homies in his hood. 1980, there was over 20 shootings between the A-Trays and the rolling 60s. This left several people on both sides losing their lives.
Oh, they had a real war.
It was still early in the game. Just a few years prior, having hands and kicking ass was the main defense against the enemies. So with this war started, grabbing straps and trying to catch an enemy became the new norm. Forward towards the 80s, the war intensified. The A-Trays have lost early people like Twinkie, Roach, Tit Tat, Little Frog, and Opie. And the 60s lost people like Baby O, Kid, Kinbone, DC, and Tyrone, just to name a few from both sides. During this time, Petey Wack was becoming a well-known name. He was popular and carried himself like a real G. The 60s was a well-known set, known for going to events like skating rings, concerts, and parties, and known for turning them up. Meaning people was going to get shot, or they was going to get socked up. And Petey Wack was always in the mix with everything involving the 60s. To the bigger homies, his age range, and younger, he was well-respected and known to be on go for his set. Petey Wack's name became so big, He would be on the A-Trade Gangsters and many other rival gangs.
I knew it. I knew it, bro. I knew it, bro. Like back in the day, bro, before the internet came, right? If your name was ringing in the hood, which means you had to be doing some sliding. You know what I'm saying? You had to be built like that. You had to be one of them ones. Bro, that rival gang, they wanted your ass, bro. But to me, it's crazy how now it switched from the streets to the internet. Now it's like, you ain't even got to be the one that killing. You ain't got to be the one that drilling. They want the rapper. They want that rapper. They want to kill the rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that rapper banging a hood, well, they hood killed my brother. I want him. I want that rapper right there. You know, just like Julio Fulio, bro. I honestly don't think Julio Fulio killed nobody. I don't know, but I don't think he did. But he was hanging around killers, though. And Julio Fulio was kind of like the breadwinner for his section. So they were like, get Fulio. Man, what about old boy? He actually killed my little cousin. If you can get Fulio and him, get him second. But we want Fulio.
Wouldn't be that easy with Petey Wack. Monster Cody even would classify him as an elite shooter. Monster would even say Petey Wack wanted to take his life, just like he wanted to take his. Monster Cody would say the police was giving them drops on the rolling 60s in their locations. They would go shooting at them for days and still could never catch up to Petey Wack.
That's crazy.
For all the shooting and bodies being dropped on both sides, both gangs lost reputable members to the grave and to the pen. During this time, during the mid-80s, the law started to get stricter, and tons of gang members started getting life sentences. 60s took a big loss for losing a member named Mumbles. Mumbles was a highly respected shooter and hustler. The shooting was blamed on Joker from A-Trade Gangster, who Monster Cody mentions in his book countless of times, mentioning him being a shooter and an active member of the A-Trade Gangsters. Mumbles lost his life in 1985 outside of a store on Florence. Joker accounted him and Mumbles bumped heads inside the store, so Joker said he went outside the store to go to his car and get a strap. He walked back inside the store and shot Mumbles 5 times, taking his life.
Dang!
Just 4 days later, in response, the 60s got the drop and tried to catch Joker, but things went left. Joker and his family lived on West 51st Street. Joker grew up in a 2-parent home, and actually his dad was a preacher. But Joker was the opposite of that. He wasn't no preacher's son. He was with the business. The 60s put up to Joker's home and busted inside his house. Only people were there were his mom and his little brother. Even though Joker wasn't there, the rolling 60s took the life of his mother and his little brother.
Oh, man, that's messed up, bro. That's messed up. But I do understand, like, when your homie or somebody you consider your brother pass away, bro, it's like, damn, they killed their mom and their little brother, though. I already know after that, it was like, let's get it.
Months later, 2 people were picked up for the shooting of Joker's family. It was a man named Eric, and it was Petey Wack. While in jail, multiple other charges would come up on
Petey Wack.
And that included other shootings on the A-Trade Gangsters. Even if he didn't do it, police tried to pin a lot of shooting on him because he was a known gang member. Eric and Petey Wack decided to separate their cases, with Petey Wack facing other shooting charges. And
I don't know, nothing again then. I don't want no smoke with nobody, but ain't no grown-ass man gonna have his arm around me like that in the chain gang. Hell no. Really not even the chain gang, like in the free world, man. You too damn close to me, man. Like, they face almost touching, gang. Like, I know Petey Wack was a shooter, and you ain't got no damn guns in jail, bro. And I don't know who this is on him like that, bro. But he a little tad bit too close for me. I don't know about y'all, but I would have been like, damn, gang, back the hell up. Let's bang. We gon' bang. And I'm not talking about bang, bang, bang. I'm talking about we gon' throw up the set. But back the hell up off me. That's just how I would have been, gang.
Tempted a little hard from A-Trade Gangster. Eric was railroaded in his case. He received life. He is currently pleading his innocence and trying to get out.
So you see how this woman got her arm around him, man? Bro, it basically the same, bro. And I don't want no smoke, Nip. I know this might be your homie, bro, but I'm sorry. Look, it basically the damn same. It basically the same, bro. See, it basically the same, gang.
Was railroaded in his case. He received life. He is currently pleading his innocence and trying to get out. He's been in prison since 1987 and is currently married at the moment. Petey Wack took a plea charge on that case.
You know she
Petey Wack trial ended in a hung jury, but he took a plea stating he knew how messed up the system was and he didn't want to get done how Eric was. He received 15 years for this crime. Joker from A-Trade Gangster was sentenced to life for taking the life of Mumbles. In prison, he started going by the name Tommy Shakur and became a model prisoner and changed his life around.
Oh, that was up.
He currently is doing a podcast at the moment about his trials and tribulations and what he's doing in life. It is said that Joker will be paroling soon.
Okay.
Petey Wack ended up being released in the early 2000s. He could be seen as CJ Mack, rapper from Rolling 60 documentary called Seawall. it's a way of living. Petey Wack talks about all his time he did in prison and how he was making a change in his life and how prison changed him. Petey Wack even talked about how he was doing programs to keep young dudes off the streets and giving them his experience.
That's
Petey
dope.
Wack
That's
ended
dope.
up going back to prison shortly after on
Damn.
a charge.
Damn.
Petey Wack being a 2-striker, this was his 3rd strike, and he got life over a strap. Petey Wack has been in prison since 2005.
Hey, how that 3rd strike joint work though? Like, it don't matter what you get like arrested for, you out of there. I just always wondered that. And then President Clinton come up with that, or Reagan? Which one of them?
Wack had a parole hearing in 2021, but was denied parole.
Well, he done got
His
old
next
now,
parole
boy.
hearing is 2026.
But he done got old as hell.
Petey Wack is now around 57 years old.
But you know what's crazy though? Shout out Petey Wack. But this shit crazy. He killed a mom and her son, right? And got 15 years because he played out to it. But then they catch him with a strap, give him life. This shit crazy. Make that shit make sense, Mark. Make that make sense, bro. He killed a mom, right? And her child, bro. That probably ain't have nothing to do with the gang banging, bro. Ain't never, no. They just, they big brother just doing it, right? He killed him, right? They let him out. After 15 years, he go back for a scrap. They give him life in that bitch, bro. That's crazy.
And is now married. He's in prison, but he's staying.
Man, how the hell are these prisoners married, man? What the hell going on? The hell is going, like, how? Man, if you gotta marry somebody in the chain gang, man, god damn, man. Like, I'd rather be by myself. The hell? Man, you got to be dying on your luck, bro, to marry somebody in the chain. You know that, we ain't get into that, but that just crazy to me.
Positive and hoping he will be released soon. Petey Wack is one of the most infamous Rolling 60s, and this was his story. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my previous videos.
Hey, man, shout out Petey Wack, man, you know what I mean? One of the most famous Rolling 60s, but he got life. So that really don't mean nothing, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Kid, don't be like Petey Wack, man, because he had a second chance at life. He actually unalived somebody and didn't beat it, kind of played out to it, and they were like, all right, we're going to give you 15 years. He probably was about 20-something, gave them 15, caught him with a pipe. But the thing about it is, when you talking about that street life, it's better to be caught with it than without it, because if you caught without it, bro, and you caught slipping, you out of there. Even if you got one and you caught slipping, you out of there. So I do understand why he had to have a pipe. His name, come on, man. Even right now, he would be a major kill for the 60s, bro. Because of his name, you know what I'm saying? Because of his name, for sure, but that's crazy as hell, though. Like, to kill somebody, get out, then get caught with a scrap, so then you a 2-strike offender, that's your 3rd strike, they say you out of there. That's crazy as hell. But anyway, though, man, let me know how y'all feel about this. No, man, in the comment section down below, man. Don't forget to like that video. Don't forget to sub it up. Make sure you ring that bell. After y'all ring it up, though, make sure y'all hit all, because I don't want y'all to be missing none of these banging folks. Schmid. 3K by the day, man. 10K we on the way, man. 100K plat by the top, man. It's a crazy Tuesday, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure, man, y'all writing your goals down. Meditating, bro. Like, speak things into existence, bro. Whatever you want to happen, it can happen. It can happen, bro. Like, right now, I'm about to pick my phone up. I picked it up. Your goals and your whatever you want in life, just like that. You know what I'm saying? It just may take a little bit more work, and it just may take a little bit more patience. Other than that, you feel me? Straight up. But I'm gonna catch y'all in the next vid, man. Y'all be easy, man. Keep sending them in. I'm gonna keep reacting to them. Shout out Warren Kelly, sold my dog. He got to get $1 million this year, and I'm gonna get 100K for sure. We love y'all. Let's get it. Okay. You know we got the streets, nigga. We got the trap too. I say my trap doing numbers, I just bust another jewel, got a player around the corner, hey. I say my trap doing numbers like that 05 summer, got a £1/4 on me, hey.